The best clubs for your specific swing. Whether you're a recreational golfer or a pro, we can help you play better. Register for the King Park Golf Academy and take the guesswork out of your game today.
And welcome back. As you saw in our flashback, Northville's J.J. Smadzinski beat Livonia's Mike Panic in a sudden death playoff last year to win the boys 15 and under title. Now, the top three finishers in that bracket move up to the next level. The other player in the trio, Charles Vanna, said the experience was invaluable.
It's a lot easier to handle pressure now. Like, I had 4-footers all day for 34 in the back, made them both. 17 and 18. Best part of my game is my putting, but all parts of my game are really coming together. I think it really makes it a lot easier, just trying to have fun. You can't make it too serious. Like my first year was kind of a wash, just to get a feel for it. Last year I played really well, and this year I'm starting to play really good.
We'll see more of Charles Vanna later in the show, but right now it's time to recap the boys 15 and under bracket. And this turned out to be the tightest battle in the 2 days here at Treetops. When the smoke cleared, one player walked away with the top prize by the slimmest of margins. A light breeze and temperatures in the low 70s greeted the golfers for the first round. While the weather was cooperating, the Fazio Premier Course promised its share of tests, as Ben Ruff found out with this bunker shot here on the par 5 16th that tickled its way near the pin. Ben discovered that his putter was not so amusing, as this miss cost him par on the hole. Finding the bottom of the cup was Patrick Luther with his slow roller that navigated the slope for a birdie. Southeast Michigan Zone Player of the Year Nick Williams also found trouble buried in the green side bunker. He would nicely dig his way out and onto the green. Williams too would find that his putter would cost him a stroke, as this 6-footer came up too short. Nick would tap in for a double bogey. Mike Engelman here on the par 5 16th for a birdie. Part of an 81 in the round for Mike Engelman. The flagstick on the Fazio 16th hole proved to be an easy target for many in the boys 15 and under field. Here, Scott Devine takes aim and nearly makes an eagle. The final 3 feet to the pin and a birdie was more difficult, however. He finished the 12-incher for a par. Battle Creek's Fillmore Walker found himself just off the fringe, but made his way closer to the cup after this wonderful pitch shot. He would make birdie from there, part of an opening round 86 for Walker. Josh Dupree also showed a fine touch around the green with this wedge shot that found its way a couple feet from the flagstick. Dupree would make par and got a glowing review by his caddy, secret handshake and all. Jimmy Delnick gets the members bounce with this pitch shot that made a steady roll towards the pin. Delnick made good on the iron shot as he finished the final 2 feet to the hole and was all smiles. The birdie was part of an 84 in the round for Delnick. More dazzling play from the green side bunker with this wedge shot in the sand from David Bucco that nearly finds the hole. The final foot proved more daunting, and a missed opportunity meant bogey for Bucco. Jeremy Burstein's third shot on 16 was safely onto the middle of the green. But like many others before him, Burstein found that the up was much easier than the down. His 2-putt left him with a par, part of his 77 on the day, good for second place. So there you have the first round leaderboard in the boys 15 and under division. Woodhaven's Derek Smith shot a 76 to take a 1-stroke lead over Burstein, 2 ahead of Zach Conrad. Ryan Thomas and Dylan Dossie head into the clubhouse tied for 4th with 79 each, followed by Owen Franks and Connor Street at 80, Mike Engelman and Patrick Colburn at 81, and Anthony Sarafas 83. Nearly identical playing conditions for round 2 as players were treated to another perfect day for golf. The field was chasing Derek Smith, who started the round protecting a slim one-stroke lead by shooting even through the first 8 holes. Smith would need the full 18 to fend off a group of challengers led by Zach Conrad, who carded the low round of the day, a 71. But there were others who would make a charge for the top. Low scores were the protocol for the second round, as the tradition yielded over a dozen scores in the 70s, including Ryan Thomas's 73, ranked 3rd best on the day. Birdies on 3 consecutive holes, starting here on number 8, is set up by a nice approach shot, pulled Thomas within 1 of the leader through 8. Also on number 8, Fenton's Tyler Nunn was in the running after his approach shot got within inches of going in. He would tap in from there for birdie. On to number 9, where the pin placement was to the liking of Jimmy Delnick, who rolls just inside of Ryan Thomas's tee shot. Jimmy's putter defied him, however, and he settled for a par. Delnick finished with an 88 on the afternoon and a 2-day score of 172 for the championship. Tyler Nunn had a good read on this lengthy putt, but the roll came up just short of the hole. Nunn would knock in the remaining putt and pick up the par. He finished with a 2-day score of 163, good for 14th place. Still on 9, Dylan Dawsey, who ended the first round tied for 4th, struggled with his short game on day 2. The Trenton native could not find a rhythm with a flat iron, settling for a double bogey on the 9th. Dawsey scored an 80 on the Rick Smith design tradition, but finished the championship with a very respectable 159 total and in the top 10. Ryan Thomas added to his streak of birdies with his fine 8-foot putt that capped a terrific tee shot. Thomas was still in the hunt after the birdie, only 1 off the pace from the leaders. Also moving into contention was Mike Engelman. The Grand Blanc native fired a 75 on the day, just missing a birdie with this try on the 8th hole. The par helped move Engelman into 4th place for the championship. Playing alongside Engelman and using his line for a similar putt was Patrick Colburn. Colburn also found that there was no break near the 8th hole, a near identical result as Engelman had the shot before him. Colburn would tap in for his par and he'd finish with a round of 77. Jeremy Burstein also worked some magic around the 8th green. This fine pitch shot set up a par for the Farmington Hills native, part of a streak of 6 consecutive pars. Burstein, who had finished the first round alone in 3rd, needed to battle to stay in contention on day 2. This tee shot on number 9 sets up another par, his last before a string of bogeys on holes 10 through 14 knocked Jeremy out of contention. The championship would be decided on the final hole and in the final group. Derek Smith and Zach Conrad switched leads throughout the day and came to the 18th all square. Conrad took first crack at the green, landing safely on the putting surface, but with a long putt left for a birdie. Smith was next, and after seeing where Conrad had landed, decided to shoot for the pin. His approach shot found its way within 10 feet of the flag. Conrad was away and the first to putt, paying close attention to the level surface of the green. The Canton native made a good roll, but speed was a factor here as his attempt only kisses the cup. Needing a birdie for the title, Smith circled his putt before he steadied himself and sent a near-perfect roll to the cup. The putt sealed the win for Smith, who captures the tournament by a single stroke. His consistent play over the 2-day championship was the difference in a highly competitive field. And for the second time in as many years, the boys' 15 and under division was settled by one single putt. Was Derek aware of how well he was playing?
Yeah, I had a great run actually. Almost lost at the end, but managed to keep it in there, break the last hole. On the range, I was working on my lower body. It was moving too much, so when I took my weight back and I didn't move my legs too much, that helped out a lot, hitting the ball more accurate. He played really well today. Zach, he actually beat me today, but I had him by 2 strokes yesterday, so barely hung on to the win. He played really well. So did the other people, too. They were, I think, both in the 70s, so good competition. It means a lot because this is a big tournament, championship, and I've never won a 2-day tournament, so it means a lot to actually be able to win this.
Well, it means a lot. I finished under par my first round, under par. And, well, I bogeyed the last hole, but still shot good.
So there you have the top 10 finishers in the boys' 15 and under bracket. We mentioned earlier how Mike Engelman's round bolstered his 4th place finish. Some other notables include Northville's Owen Franks, who turned in a score of 156 for the championship. That tied Brighton native Connor Street, who also was a member in the final group on day 2. Anthony Sarafa's 160 rounds out the top 10 for the boys' 15 and under division. Definitely an exciting finish in that 15 and under bracket. When we come back, we'll have scores and highlights of the girls' 16 and over division. Plus, we'll take a tour of the fabulous Treetops Resort, our host for the 2008 Top 50 Junior Golf Tour Midwest Championships. Stay with us.
Respect, integrity, responsibility. These values are the best foundation for young people to embrace and learn, to build a bright future and excel at education and opportunities they pursue. Cintel is proud to serve as the title sponsor for the Michigan Top 50 Junior Golf Tour, helping young players build their futures with scholarships, just like Cintel helps the world's best corporations build their futures with innovative technology solutions, cost-efficient approaches, passionate and talented teams, building futures for young lives and large companies. Cintel.
Morning.
Morning.
Gotta tell you, I love your cinnamon rolls.
No kidding.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Cinnamon rolls!
Raymond James Financial Advisors understand there's no one exactly like you. With a culture of independence, they have the complete freedom to offer unbiased financial advice that's right for your idea of retirement, not to mention college funds. Raymond James, individual solutions from independent advisors.
Want to hit the ball farther, straighter, and more consistently? Take the guesswork out of your golf game at the King Park Golf Academy. Our cutting-edge technology allows us to analyze your swing and actually show you how to improve. Hit your drives farther, be more consistent, and learn to putt like a pro. We can even determine the best clubs for your specific swing. Whether you're a recreational golfer or a pro, we can help you play better. Register for the King Park Golf Academy and take the guesswork out of your game today.
And welcome back. You know, golf is truly universal. There are about 32,000 courses all over the world, half of them in the United States. 50 million golfers tee it up worldwide, and thousands make the pilgrimage to Treetops every season. Kevin McKinley of Treetops says that while golf is the main reason people come here, it's not the only thing you'll find.
We have something for everybody. If somebody wants to just come up and play one 18-hole round a day, absolutely, you can do that. But the beauty of our place here at Treetops is that when you come up, you can play 81 different holes of golf. It's not like you're playing one of the courses twice or one of the courses 3 times. You can play 81 different holes of golf, and really that's what we offer. We have about 240 hotel rooms, 2 different options. There's the Lodge and there's the Inn. Lodge is a little bit more elegant. The Inn is a little bit more value price. So you can, again, something for everybody there. The Lodge has a spa, a full service spa. We have 4 restaurants in the summertime, 3 in the wintertime. Speaking of wintertime, we have 23 downhill ski runs that is an absolute family-friendly atmosphere. It's so good to bring family up here in the ski season. So we have something for everybody, you know, whatever, if somebody wants that atmosphere, that northern Michigan atmosphere that one would expect, you can have that. But if you're a die-hard golfer and say you want to play 81 holes in a span of 3 days or even 2 days, you can do it up here.
Those who played the Fazio and Tradition courses this week were treated to a variety of looks. One of them is Abby Hall. She'll be a senior at Athens High School in Troy, Michigan this year. Abby has been playing tournament golf for only a short time, but she says the rewards she gets from the game are worth so much.
My freshman year, I came in high school, and I don't know, I've been playing a little before that, but I kind of just wanted to really get into golf. And I actually gave up soccer to start playing it in high school. And I started taking lessons, and that's how I really got started. I think golf is a really mental game, and it makes it better when you do something good because you know that it took like all your effort to get there. I've got to know all the people who run Top 50, and they're really nice. And I like how it's not really competitive for girls that much because there's only a few of us. So it gives you a great opportunity to play lots of golf. Like I played, in the month of July, I played 4 times a week during the week. And it's helped me excel. My dad always took me out, like he's a big golfer. And he's kind of upset that recently I've been beating him a lot, so, but I think he's proud of me.
I was on the internet searching one day for Athena, face of Athena. And all I could find were statues, but this statue, the image was the likeness of my daughter Abigail. And so I was teasing her and I said, you know, if you become really famous in golf, we'll have to call you Athena, goddess of golf.
I think it would be really awesome if I could get to the point where I'm really good at golf and I could like try to play in the circuit or something, but if not, I'll probably fall in like the business route or something and maybe find a job that in some way incorporates golf. Like maybe working, like designing golf courses or something like that.
Alas, Abby didn't win in stroke play, but she did have the longest drive in the skills contest. From the longest drive, there was no shortage of competition as play began in the girls' 16 and over bracket. Day one had the girls 16 and over starting at the 10th hole of the Fazio Premier as we pick up action on the par 5 9th hole with Abby Hall's 4th shot. Abby lofted a beautiful iron shot onto the putting surface but didn't get a good bounce. Over to 16 where we see Marnie Weinstein's 4th shot that takes a couple of hops and rolls onto the green 5 feet from the pin. Marnie would finish the rest for par. Back over to the 9th, where Brooke Adamczak takes her 3rd shot and gets some very nice bounces to land a few feet from the cup. Flushing's Lauren Sandstra takes aim just off the cart path from behind the green here on 9 and rolls it nicely near the cup.